Well, nothing attracts publicity and investment like an Olympics. So, has Sydney made the most of the chance or squandered the opportunities that followed those 2 weeks in September? Ben Worsley's been taking a look at the legacy of the 2000 Games.
On a day like this, it's not hard to find a glowing review of Sydney 2000.
I'm proud of what we did as a city and as a nation.
But there's a second, less flattering school of thought about what happened after.
Unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of places around the world as the guys who stage the best games for the guys who buggered up the game's legacy.
If there's a case in point, it's tourism. The world's greatest showcase brought 5 million people to Australia in 2000, but the numbers have flatlined against the trend of other Olympic countries, albeit after September 11. The tourism industry currently runs a $4 billion deficit.
You can't just host a Games and think that the tourism and the conventions will necessarily follow. You've got to get out there and be active.
The vision and the passion and the understanding wasn't there.
The most successful Games legacy is undoubtedly Olympic Park. The stadium, the arena, the showground and the swimming centre are all world class and well used. Olympic Park is now also a business park with 120 companies, 4 hotels and popular parklands.
Just going according to plan with industry and commerce and a real live, active and environment. It's a fantastic place to visit.
And the expertise developed building all this is now exported.
China can build great stadia, but a lot of the design, a lot of the organisation, a lot of the environmental input came from Australians.
The Athletes' Village too is considered a prototype. 1,200 eco-friendly dwellings have created Newington.
The Olympic Village now is a suburb for 5,500 people. There's another place, Wentworth Point, which will have 10,000 people, and they're very successful communities.
Public transport during the Games was arguably the greatest challenge and achievement of organisers.
An event as large as the Olympics takes a lot of cooperation.
Beyond the seamless coordination, Sydney got a new train loop, an eastern distributor and a bigger airport. But again, critics say, once the flame flickered out, the ball was dropped.
How come we can do it during major events better than anywhere in the world, but the day the caravan leaves town, so too does our capacity to manage a city?
The time is now to commit to the next facilities.
But commitment doesn't come cheap. The 2000 Games cost just under $7 billion. Ben Worsley, ABC News, Sydney.